Good.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, I've been looking at it for too long.
All right. Lego Batman.
All right, we just gotta sing Lego Batman.
That was better than. At least that movie had
a semblance of plot
and character.
That
movie was really
character
good.
development.
This movie was really good.
Oh, I had a lot of fun during this movie.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so much fun.
Yeah, I think we assumed it was gonna be good.
Yeah.
I didn't.
just getting good reviews. I mean, it's the
Lego
same
movie.
people as Lego movie.
It's a spin-off, basically.
Yeah, it is.
I always forgot the plot.
Figure out the plot. Yeah.
Go.
Okay, so Batman is a brooding loner, which is every Batman movie ever. But in this one, he finally discovers that maybe, just maybe, he needs friends. And so...
And then B-plot is like a romantic friendship with the Joker.
And so the antagonist, which is the Joker, played by the lovely Zach Galifianakis, really wants... He wants Batman to think of him as his
one true villain.
One true villain, I guess. His greatest villain. And Batman isn't really into commitment, so he's trying to get him to prove to show his hate.
Yeah, so I think his plan is to first to surrender, so that, and then to make Batman upset.
He has a whole gambit.
He'll be sent to the Phantom Zone because Justice League all exists in the same universe. And then he gets there, and then he has to deal with all of the villains from anything.
Just this random assortment of villains, which is wonderful.
And then they just go down and try to destroy Gotham, and then they save Gotham in the end. It's a basic plot.
It's a pretty basic plot. It didn't really need much.
Yeah.
But in the course of action, Batman accidentally adopts a small child who really isn't that small. Mr. Dick Grayson.
Yeah.
Michael Cera.
I will say that the casting pretty much for everything was perfect.
Yeah, and then Batgirl's in it. Barbara Gordon.
Yeah.
Rosario Dawson. Yeah. Which I was surprised
The
to
one
see.
thing I was curious about, because Alfred was voiced by Ralph Fiennes, and I'm wondering if he voiced Voldemort. I don't know if he did. I don't look it up, but
that'd be really funny.
Yeah, that would be really funny. And then also, because you've actually read Batman comics.
I know a lot about.
Well,
Batman
you know
comics.
all the villains, the beginning action scene is all of the Batman villains.
They have a lot of the villains from the 1960s Adam West Batman. A lot of those one-off characters. Yeah, that's where a lot of those guys were from.
Oh, okay.
And so they bring back all of those guys, and they're all ridiculous and terrible.
Yeah, because a lot of there was some I've heard of. Obviously, you got obviously the Joker, and there's Harley Quinn, and the Penguin, and the Riddler, and Bane,
yeah,
and that kind of thing. But
then they have those A-list guys, and then they just kind of go down.
Yeah, and I'm asking you, were they all villains? And you're yeah, and I'm like, oh, okay then.
Yeah.
So that happened.
So I was laughing hysterically at it. If you are a Batman fan in any way, shape, or form, there are so many references and small little Easter eggs they throw in there that are so much fun. It makes the movie 10 times more fun.
Yeah, I mean, I still liked it though. So.
Yeah, no, it's a good movie regardless, but...
Yeah. This was me short because I was it was good.
It was
really funny. What's the password?
Iron Man sucks.
That
was so funny.
That was weird. Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think what else. We're really tired. It's been a long day.
It's past midnight.
Also, because there's a bit where, because the one thing I did kind of the one negative I would say is it felt a bit long, but that might just be because we're really tired. And also, I thought the Justice League was going to be in it more. Yeah,
the Justice League showed up for 3 seconds, and they also had some of the Super Friends characters in it, the Wonder Twins made a background cameo of Apache Chief.
Okay. Yeah, I thought they were going to be in it more. Because the other time, too. But I mean, that didn't really bother me. But Superman's in it probably the most out of the group because. They need to explain the Phantom Zone, and they say send Zod there, and there's you figure out what's gonna happen. The final thing is a bunch of random villains because you can hear it in the background.
Yeah,
and so you hear all these noises, and you're oh my god. There's gremlins, and there was Sauron, there was Voldemort, King Kong, Swamp Thing,
Godzilla,
Daleks. They call them British robots. Ask your nerd friends. I knew what they were.
We're in the theater yeah.
The second I heard exterminate, I'm oh, they're gonna get us, Daleks. I'm so happy. We go to the west and the flying monkeys.
They had those flying gorilla monkeys. Were those from Flash Gordon?
What?
They the weird gorilla monkey guys?
You mean the flying monkeys?
Are they the flying
from
same-
Wizard of Oz?
No,
yeah.
I thought there was different
No, there
ones.
was the Big Wizard of Oz. No, there was that and there was
I'm
Gremlins.
gonna cut that part out. I'm pulling that up again.
Oh, what else? Batman, basically the same from the Lego movie. Still really
Yeah.
good. Will Arnett's still really good.
Mm-hmm.
Robin was adorbs.
Mm-hmm.
I really like Barbara Gordon too. She was a badass.
Yeah, she killed it.
I like Harley Quinn too. She didn't do much.
I just appreciate a good Harley Quinn appearance.
She wasn't abused. That was nice.
Progress.
I think they had a couple Suicide Squad jokes.
A couple, yeah.
That was funny.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I also like Bane because he looked like probably like what Bane looked like. If I remember slightly from like Batman and Robin a little bit, but like he sounded like Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
It was like oh. And then I like the bit where it's like I've seen you brooding this in 2016, in 2012, in 2008, in 2009. It's like naming and like so because I was wondering like. Because, like, obviously, spoilers for the Lego movie, but, like, it takes place in our universe.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if they're going to do that, and then they did.
Have
just,
those kind of, like, really kind of meta jokes, I guess, yeah.
Alfred's in the normal Batman.
He's an Adam West Batman.
I was so worried that, like, Alfred was going to, like, I didn't think he was going to, like, die. I actually wasn't sure, because technically they killed Morgan Freeman in the Lego movie.
Yep, that was funny.
I know it was funny, but still, like, they could have done something similar.
Mm-hmm.
But so I was, like, worried about that, because... So that freaked me out, and they're like, oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't. Everybody lives, and there's that one big happy family.
Yeah, get the Bat family.
Yay! So they think there's gonna be a sequel to this? I think it did pretty. I mean, it beat 50 Shades Darker in the box office.
Well, a lot of things did, but
No, 50 Shades was second. This was first.
But they don't have to make a second one. If they make
They
it
don't
sound
have to.
fine, and they might because if this does really well, which I'm pretty sure it is doing really well right now.
Yeah.
But they don't really.
I guess
They
like
really need to.
the one thing like I it's not really negative, but I did kind of was wondering like there is really like very little reference to the Lego movie. Like there's like the Master Builder thing, and that's about it.
Yeah.
But like you don't reference like Emmett or Wild Style, or
I was okay with that actually.
I was okay with it, but like I found it interesting.
I thought they did like the balance between like being a Lego movie and just being a Batman movie. I think they handled that balance pretty well because they only needed just enough kind of like Lego references to get by to be like, okay, this is a Lego movie, but it at the heart of it all, I mean, it's a Batman.
I would also say that like if you technically like do it like with the Universal Lego movie where it's just like a kid like playing with his toys, it could totally make sense.
Yeah. Especially with the like they make their own sound effects like
they did that.
pew.
I forgot they did that in Lego movie. I forgot they said like a bunch of times like every time you hear a gunshot like pew 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 pew. Also, great soundtrack. Definitely better than 50 Shades Darker had a good soundtrack, but this had a great soundtrack because they had a bunch of like original music and like 80s.
Yeah.
A
lot of Michael Jackson. For some reason.
I think also because we got that trailer for Despicable Me 3 and that had Bad.
Yeah.
So that might have got us into that.
We're going down this rabbit hole. But what else? I appreciate it. They had Billy D. Williams as Two-Face, which is a great throwback.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was he Two-Face at all?
Yeah, no, it was the Batman movie. Oh gosh, what year was it? I always forget what year it is. But the one with Michael Keaton, Billy D. Williams plays Harvey Dent, but he never got the chance to be Two-Face in a later movie. So they finally brought him back to be Two-Face in this movie.
Oh, right, because then they did Batman Forever, and it was Tommy Lee Jones, right? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
There's your history right there.
I haven't seen a ton of Batman movies.
Yeah.
I've seen the Christian Bale ones.
Well, I think it's super interesting to bring up. I saw a post about this online, and people are talking about how DC movies usually get a bad rap, like bad reviews, like Rotten Tomatoes. They're rarely over like, I don't know, 70% on like a good day.
Yeah.
That like Batman v Superman.
Well, technically,
well,
like the Batman, like the Chris Nolan Batman movies were good.
Yeah, but lately,
yeah,
DC movies haven't been doing well, and people just say, "Oh, that's because critics only like Marvel." But this movie is doing great, review wise.
Yeah, but it's also it's like a parody.
Yeah.
A bit, and it's like making fun of it all.
Yeah, but so do you think then that the live action DC movies take themselves too seriously?
I mean. I don't know, because I've actually only seen Batman v Superman in the universe so far.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen Man of Steel or Suicide Squad.
Yeah, you're not missing much.
Yeah, I figured. I mean, you can take your I think the problem is, like, they take themselves serious. You take yourself seriously, but you need a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
Like, the best example was definitely, like, the Chris Nolan Batman movies. Maybe with the exception of The Dark Knight Rises. I haven't actually watched that in a while. But, like, that's your best example because, like, yeah, it's, like, really dark, but there's also, like, fun in it. I mean, the Joker's fun. I have fun with him.
The Joker's fun, but it was done in a way that was still, like...
It's also, like, you can do dark, you just need to do it well.
Yeah.
Zack Snyder's not really good at doing that well. Anyway.
Yeah. But I just think it's a really interesting comparison
of
DC versus Marvel, like the live action movies. I think Marvel allows themselves to have more fun than the DC movies. And I think that's partially why the Marvel movies do better, because it's like you recognize that, okay, it's a comic book movie, and even though if you want to add like a more grounded kind of take on it, you can still have fun with it and like point out some of the silly stuff. I think DC
wanted to be different, which I get.
Yeah, but they're not doing it well.
They're not doing it well. I'm just saying they're different, which I respect.
Which I think is why people are so excited by this movie, is because they're finally just having a DC property that's just having fun and being ridiculous.
Yeah, well, and that, and also it's a spin-off of the Lego movie, which did like so well.
Did really well. Yeah.
And it's nice, like we got this before we got Lego movie too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's coming out. So
yeah, that's a thing.
I'm looking forward to that.
When does that come out?
I don't know. I don't think this year. Maybe next year.
Yeah, next year or the year after.
I mean,
I haven't heard much about it, but yeah,
I'm looking forward to it.
I thought the animation in this movie was interesting compared to the Lego movie, because I feel like in the Lego movie more stuff was specifically animated with like the Lego.
I wonder if that's
interface.
because because I was wondering, like, there's stuff that's not animated with Lego, but I think everything was except for maybe like a bits of the Phantom Zone. That was like Cloud.
The water and liquid, anything liquid based was not.
Well, no, it
Lego
was
animated.
But like, no, if you saw like something all over it was, I saw like little bits of Lego.
Some of it, yeah, but like a lot of it.
It might have been either I don't know what the budget was. It might have. I don't think they would have cut it though, considering how good the Lego movie did.
But it's still not. But it's a spin-off.
But it's like Batman.
Yeah.
Maybe. Anyway, and then also like maybe like the Lego movie, they try to prove they could do it, and now that they did, it's kind of like.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I noticed that a bit, but I got distracted by everything.
Yeah, and there were other like certain things in there that didn't adhere specifically to kind of like the Lego physics of it all, that kind of stretched those bounds.
Yeah.
Which I thought that was interesting.
So, final thoughts?
Final thoughts? I enjoyed this movie.
Yeah, me
too. If you are
a
Batman fan in any capacity, definitely go see this movie. It's so much fun.
Oh, it's so much. Yeah, I had a ton of fun. I feel like we're being kind of dull, but I think it's just because, like, we're tired. And, like, unlike 50 Shades of Grey, we knew whether we were going into a good movie.
Yeah, when you see a good movie, there's less to talk about because you're just like, yeah, it's good. And then you see the good things and you're done. When you see a bad movie, you can just talk about it. We can just rant and rave about it for ages.
So, yeah, but this is definitely... So, if you need to... I mean, I know the movie's coming out this weekend, but if you need to, like, catch up for movies for last weekend because you're doing something with your Valentine, go do a double feature of this and then John Wick 2, because that was very good. You never saw the first one?
No, I didn't see it.
That movie's so good.
I watched John Wick.
But no, this one's really good too. It's so good. Like, literally, like, if you think an action movie sequel, like, the first one's really good, but the second one's supposed to be bad. This is, like, nothing like that at all.
Really?
And they set up the third one, like, really well. And Lawrence Fishburne's in it.
Nice.
And there's a dog. And unlike the first one, the dog doesn't die.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that again.
No, killing dogs can only get you so
I remember the funny part, because I saw John Wick 2 with my dad, and like at the end of the movie, he was like, I was trying to count how many people John Wick kills, and I'm like, why? That's impossible. He kills so many people.
Body count.
He's really good with headshots too. Like, if he like stabs somebody, headshot, dead, like shot, you know, because that's smart.
Damn.
And then, don't go see 50 Shades of Grey. Wait till HBO.
Yeah, just wait until it's out.
Or just watch our review, because it's pretty ridiculous.
The review's fun. Go watch it.
Yay. We're really tired. We're gonna go home and edit this.
Yeah. Woo! And then watch Riverdale probably.
Oh god. That's gonna be. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna talk. I don't know if we're gonna talk about that later.
Right, we'll see.
If we do, I'll
stay tuned.
I'm about to say we can just record it and I'll edit it later.
Totally. All right.
See ya.
Peace.
Peace.